Hey y'all, and we're back with another math pack hack from K&A Custom Fabrics. Today we will be making Light Fury from How to Train Your Dragon, and we have ears and wings that we are going to be adding to this math pack. So let's get those cut out first. We'll be right back. All right, so we're back. I've cut out all 4 pieces of the wing, matched those up. I've cut out her 2 little ears, I think these are. So I matched those up. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to put a little bit of interfacing in each one. I like to use my scraps for this. If you want, you could just trace the whole thing and then cut it out, but I'm going to use what I got here. So let's find a wing-sized piece. Put these other ones to the side. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my wing right here on my scrap piece. I'm going to trace it. And then, oops, I've just rough traced it here on my scrap piece. And now I'm going to cut it 1/8 to 1/4 inch inside this line so that it's not exactly to the edge when we sew it and we edge paint. So I'm just going to go around like this. Hello, Elle. It's Ellie. Yes, Ellie. I'm busy. So you see I have the inside of the wing here. So just like 1/4 to 1/8 of an inch. I'm going to take my wing. Put these over here because she's going to be playing with it. And I'm going to take my interfacing. I'm going to lay it just inside. So you can see we have our little trim border around. And I'm going to use my Cricut mini press here. We're just going to put that on. Should I be doing this on my table? Probably not. Am I? Yeah. Oh, look. What was that? We don't even know. Okay. Get out of here. All right, so we have wing number 1. And now we need wing number 2. There we go. And it doesn't have to be exact. So we're just gonna wing it. That was bad, huh? Couldn't help myself. Ooh, look at that. I got pen on there. Whoops. I know I got a baby wipe around here somewhere. There we go. Accidents happen. Accidents happen. Okay, we'll worry about that in a minute. All right, so I'm just going to cut this again. 1/4 to 1/8 of an inch all the way around. My scraps to the side. Put this inside my wing. It's a little long on that side. There we go. So I have a little alcohol here that I'm going to use to take off this ink. Don't try this at home. I don't want it to take off the paint, but we'll see.
We'll just make sure that the side's on the back.
I just sprayed a little bit of alcohol on a piece of paper towel. I've got a whole roll over here. And you can see that it worked. I just rubbed it for a few seconds. And then, again, I'll just make sure that this is the back side, no biggie. It's like it never happened. All right. So now we're going to grab our double-sided tape. And I'm going to tape these wings. Just like that. Let me get this side.
We're going to line these up best we can. So this one's going to be the top on this side because I got the ink on the other side.
And line up this one. And this is going to be the front side. So it'll be just like this, her little wingies. I think they actually go like this. Okay, and now we're going to do our ears. Same process, we're going to trace it. And then we're going to cut it out.
I'll take this one and do the same.
Are these the same shape? Yes. Can I just do the same one twice? Yes. But you know. Now on this one, I'm just gonna cut it out and then I'm gonna leave the bottom the same length because that's gonna get sewn into the seam and I want the extra support. So it'll be like that. There you go. And then that's one set. And we have our other one. There's two. And then we'll tape those and then we're going to top stitch. We're going to line these up real good. Push it real good. All right. Now, these are her little, I think one goes this way, one goes this way. Yeah. Okay, and this is the same on the front and the back, so it doesn't matter which side you're going to top stitch. And then the wings are also the same on the front and the back. So decide which side you're going to top stitch and make sure you do one way and one the other, and just in case your bobbin is all wonky. You don't want a wonky bobbin. And then also decide what color thread you're going to do. If you're going to do an accent thread or a matching thread, you could do black, you could do white. I'm going to do gray because I'm doing toothless next. Okay, so we're going to start at the bottom here. And then I'm going to back stitch because this will be in the seam, so it won't matter. All right. And if you want to go slow, because you can hand crank everything, do that. Whatever works best for you. It's not a race. And we're going to trim our thread here. Hold on, let me move this wire. Okay. that's not too bad. I'm gonna trim it. I don't think I need to trim any of the edges. Now we have to remember to top stitch the other one on the same side, but opposite, mirrored side. This one I'm gonna have to trim a little, I can already tell. Let's see. See a little white, I'm just gonna trim it. Don't trim too much. Get all trim happy and then it's gonna look bad or different on the back and you don't want that. Like that. Okay. So we have our two little ears and we'll put those aside so we can edge coat those. And now the wings, I'm gonna start on this side right here so I can back stitch because that's gonna be in the seam.
Go slow. And there's the wing. Back side looks good, front side looks good. I'm just gonna trim this side a little bit. Uh-oh. My thread didn't catch, so we're gonna go ahead and do that side again. Just a second.
You can pull your threads to the back if you want to. I just back stitched. When we edge coat it, you're not going to be able to tell the difference anyway. It's still going to look good. She's still going to look good. She's going to look so good. She's going to look good. Yeah. Okay, there you go. So let's do the next one. Remember to do it the opposite direction so that your top stitching looks the same.
Always weird going backwards, you know, because the other one was the other way. Uh-oh.
Let's see. Just trim it a little here. Let's see. Okay. Now I'm going to edge coat these and then we'll be right back. Okay, and we're back. So I have both of our wings. We have our two ears and then these two other ear-like pieces. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to attach the ear pieces first. So these ones are going to go at the top, right at the top of the curve where it starts. And then these two are going to go curved side up, and they're going to line up with the top of the eye. So you take your ruler and measure it with the top of the eye, and then that's where the bottom of this piece will go. That'll line up. So it'll look like this when we're done. So let's go ahead and I'm going to mark that with my silver marking pen. I already have a spot here. And then on this side, we're going to mark it right at the top of the eye. And then I'm going to take my piece, the top stitching that I want facing out, and I'm going to line that up with the bottom right at that mark. And then we're going to do that with the other side, with the top stitching side that we want facing out. Actually, I think these are backwards. I want this one facing out. Yep. Okay. So we're going to clip that here. And then we're going to take this one and clip it here. So the line I made, the bottom of the piece goes right at that line. And then we're going to just tack these on at 1/8 of an inch. Now for the ears, We want them, the curved side pointing up, and they're gonna sit right here. So it's flat on top, and then you see where it curves. These are gonna go right at the edge of that curve. So we're gonna flip it over and we're gonna pin it right here. Before that, I'm gonna cut some slits into here so that it's easier to bend with the curve of this when we sew it on. I'll do this one too. And this will be in the seam so you won't see it. And then I'm gonna line it up right there with that mark. And we kind of want, when we're sewing it, I'm just gonna bend it like this so that it stays curved a little bit, because this is where the zipper is gonna go. There's that one. There we go. So let's go ahead and start by doing this ear. There we go. And kind of just like hold it to the curve. So there you go. So then when we attach it to the zipper, they'll point up a little bit. All right. So the wings are going to be attached to the back panel. So we'll put that to the side. And we're going to grab our gusset. I'm going to put a little bit of tape on my zipper right here. I only put one zipper pull on here because it's going to have all these extra ears, and I didn't want them to be in the way of the face. Okay, so I'm going to take the tape off, and I've already marked the centers on my gusset. So I marked right here in the center, and then I marked with a marker. Get out some heavier duty clips. Now I'm going to mark the center here with this one. And there is tape, but I'm also going to use a clip just to hold it on the top. We're going to follow all the way around. Be careful of the ears. And then down this side. Do the same thing on the other side. And then we want to make sure that the zipper is even. Oh no, look it. I missed one. Hold, please.
Oh, there's some. Make sure you go all the way around. Don't go like me.
Okay, let's try that again. We're gonna put the tape on this side. Make sure your zipper is not in the way. And we're gonna put a clip. We're gonna put another clip. And we're gonna clip the bottom where those two match up. And a clip. And a clip. Let's trim these so that they fit better. We will be binding both sides of this MAV today. Uh-oh, that was a zipper pull. So I'm gonna push it down like so. And do the same thing with this side. Push it down. Just like so. And I'm going to add a couple extra clips up here just to make sure that it's holding it right. I'll take this one on this side. All right. So I'm going to start on the side here, and I'm going to do a 1/4 inch seam allowance all the way around.
Go slow around the corners.
We're going to trim this. And then we're going to flip it and see how it looks, just to make sure that the placement is right. And we cut all our seams. Oh yeah, it looks great. Now you might want to move it down a little bit so that your little edge isn't seen like that. But other than that, it looks great. Okay, so I'm going to put my binding on. I use 1/2 inch bias tape from Amazon, just black usually. I have a ton of colors, but I'm always reaching for black. I'll put this on here. Make sure all your edges are flush. Trim any excess overhanging. If I have any, I'll trim it off. That's Luca. Perfect. Oops. I'll put that in a minute. So now we're going to go all the way back around. You can do a 3/8 inch seam allowance. That's what the pattern calls for. I'm just going to do 1/4.
Again, dang. That's like the 5th time this video. Must be my thread. I never had this much problem. Alright, I'm gonna hold you real tight this time. Good lord. Alright. It looks good to me.
All right. So let me hit it with my lighter. It's easier to clean up threads now than later. They'll go a little wonky, but that's okay. No one's gonna know on the outside. Okay, so then we have our back panel here. And on our back panel, we've already attached our lining panel, and I put my little tag back here. Now for the wings, we want the top stitch side, like the pretty side or whatever, I want those facing this way on the bag, like this, so that you can see it from the front. Yep. So when I sew them on, they'll be right side up. So I want the wings to be not super high, but not like medium low. So we're going to put them right about here. Let's measure that for you. So from the bottom of the bag, we're going to do those right about here. So that's about 6.5 inches from the bottom of the bag. Yep, 6.5. So I am going to clip these pretty side up. Let's see, 6.5. There we go. They don't have to be perfectly even because they wouldn't be on a dragon. It might look weird. So it's going to look a little like this. So that when we have it out, it'll be like this. All right, so let's sew these on. And we're just sewing those on at 1/8 of an inch. sew them both. Now we're going to attach this to the gusset. And I've marked my centers, the top and the bottom. We have some clipping to do. Just a couple right here. And just a couple down here. I have all my little tiny clips. Okay, we're going to start on this side. Just kind of feed it as it goes. Watch out for your wings. Attach it. And then we're going to start at the top on the other side and work our way down to make sure that it's even. Let's go ahead and open up our zipper now. That way we don't have to worry about it later. And I'm going to pop this corner out. There we go. I got any more clips? Uh-oh, we need clip reserve. More clips. That means I gotta buy more clips to replace the ones I just took. This side. All right. I'm gonna start on the side here, just like before, 1/4 inch seam allowance.
Go slow around the curves. Make sure that it's nice and even.
So let's go ahead and cut that, and then we'll give it a little trim on the outside here, our gusset. Right, so let's see if we got the wings. Looks like we got the wings. All right, and then we're going to add our binding, and then we're going to turn it.
Go all the way around. Make sure you clip all your uneven edges so that your binding goes on nice and neat. I am going to attach mine at 1/4 inch. You can do 3/8 of an inch. That's what the pattern calls for, but yeah, I'm not going to do that.
And I just cut it on the angle so that they overlap nicely. And that's it. That's all she wrote. All right. Ooh, sorry. My bad, my dudes. Okay. Oops. we're done, and we're done. We're done, we're done. It's always satisfying when you're like done with a bag. All right, let's get our little edges here. Make sure there's no more that need to be cleaned up. Here, let's see. I think we're good. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my little heat gun here. This is my embosser that I got on Amazon for probably a very cheap amount of money. And I'm just going to heat up the inside of my bag. This is plastic, so it won't burn, but you want to keep moving it. All right, let's see if that helped. So you want to be careful of your extra pieces when we're turning it out. Kind of want to turn it quickly because wrinkles and stuff. There we go. Now I did make mine a crossbody. I did not record that step, but I've gone over that in many other videos before. Oh, she's so cute. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And there she is. Here she is. This is our Light Fury Mav Pack hack from K&A Custom Fabrics. If you don't like the way that your ears are setting, you can glue them on or you can hand stitch them on. I've gone over that in a couple of my videos before. Or you can leave comments below. But here she is. I will include some pictures after this. If you guys have any other questions, just hit me up. All right, have a good day. Bye.